Hey there, good afternoon. I am Raleigh Brown. This is another curve flattening concert, and I welcome you aboard. I see Steve Walker is here, and Steve, I have you on my list for announcements. Steve does his first Wednesday of the month concert tonight at 7 p.m. on his Facebook page. And Donna Zach Beal is here, and Keith Shaw, and Tom Dietz, and Kathy Marzik, and Howard Hobbs. Bruce McNeil, Deb Leiby Clark, Connie Adams is here on YouTube. And people are just kind of filing in. This is usually the way it is because I usually start right on the dot as soon as the clock ticks over. And so we take a couple minutes here and we say hello. And there's the Clonkophonic mug given to me by Ann Mintz. Clunk. Best wishes to you all. Ann and Cliff took delivery of a new dog yesterday. They normally have, one dog and then two backup dogs. So there's usually three there, along with their three cats. And Clancy was I think the oldest, but he had to be put down a couple weeks ago. So Cliff went right out and found another dog, really sweet little dog named Misha. And I went down this morning and got to meet Misha. He had escaped, but they got him back by the time I left. So anyhow, speaking of dogs, I have a dog, and here he is. Here he is rampaging around the backyard a little while ago. Charlie in action with ears flapping. And he's big compared to all of their dogs. All their dogs put together is probably just a little heavier than Charlie. But that's the boy for today. And those are the things I usually open up with. I think we have enough people to make some music now. I see David Arthur Radcliffe, Rhonda Scott Merrick, Bunny Barnes, Kate Petrella, Bonnie O'Donnell, S.A. Tudhope, Johnson Hogg over there in France, and Dave Mason in Scotland, and I think I said hi to the rest of yous. Jim Moran is here from Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm competing with Cleveland playoff baseball today. Well, that means you go watch the game, and probably Carol Pred won't be here either, so that's the way it goes. But, baseball games are long. You can take a half hour and listen to me, and you'll only miss like 2 innings, right? So anyhow, hello to you all. Kate Petrella is here. And Jim Greco, my old buddy, who's actually here on time, which is almost unbelievable. Jay Dusenberry, who usually listens after the fact. And Carol Pred is here. So, Carol, it's just a couple innings. You'll be back in time for the end of the game. Just stick around if you like. I'm not doing any jazz standard. Well, I'm doing Round Midnight today, but I digress. So let's have some music. This one's a Mose Allison tune, which I first heard from Dave Van Ronk, actually, on his No Dirty Names album of probably 1967 or something like that. Now one of these days I'm gonna get myself right, do all my business in the daylight. One of these days I'm gonna get myself right. I'm gonna do all my business in the broad daylight. And one of these days I'm gonna get myself straight. I'm gonna quit acting like a rap these days, I'm gonna get myself straight. Gonna quit staying out late, quit acting like a reprobate. And one of these days, I'm gonna get in step. You know, it won't be long, people, before I'll be needing help. One of these days. Yeah, I'm gonna get in step. It won't be long, people, before I've been needing help. And one of these days, I'm gonna go back home. Gonna sit down on my front porch and compose a poem. One of these days, you know, I'm gonna go back home. I'm gonna sit down on my front porch, compose a poem. Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna get myself right. I'm gonna do all my business in the daylight. One of these days I'm gonna get myself right. Do all my business in the broad daylight. One of these days. One of These Days by Mose Allison. And I see Ginger Hopper is here, and Michael Tierson, and who else have I missed? I think I said hi to everybody other than that. So we can just soldier on here. Next up, I thought, every so often I like to do a like to do a Bob Dylan song. And this is a real favorite Bob Dylan song of mine. Even though he never recorded it back in the day, he just wrote it and he gave it to Judy Collins. I think Joan Baez might have done it. They kind of maybe prettied it up a little bit. I went back and heard the bootleg version that Dylan did, and I kind of like that one. Well, perhaps it's the color of the sun cut flat and covering these crossroads I'm standing at. Or maybe it's the weather, or something like that. Mama, you've been on my mind. And I don't mean trouble, please don't put me down or get upset. I am not pleading or saying that I can't forget you. I do not walk the floor bowed down and bent, but yet, Mama, you're just on my mind. And although my mind is hazy and my vision may be narrow, where you've been don't bother me or bring me down in sorrow. It don't even matter who you'll be waking with tomorrow. Mama, you're just on my mind. And I'm not asking you to say words like yes and no. Please understand me. I got no place for you to go. I'm just whispering to myself, pretending not that I don't know. Mama, you're just on my mind. And when you wake up in the morning, honey, look inside your mirror. Oh, you know I won't be next to you. You know I won't be near. I'd just be curious to know if you could see yourself as clear. Someone who has had you on his mind. Someone who has had you on his mind. Mama, You've Been on My Mind by Bob Dylan. So I see Kit Sarikaku is here. Hi, Kit. Must be early morning over there. And Denny Oliver in Ohio, where it is mid-afternoon, just like it is right here in southeast Pennsylvania. So it is good to see you all from various parts of the world represented. So it's time for some announcements. I will be at the Percy Patchworks Coffee House with my buddies Magpie. We'll each be doing a show, a set, and that will be a week from this coming Saturday. That'll be October 11th. If you're in the southeast Pennsylvania area, it would be great if you came on up. It's a lovely coffee house, holds maybe 80 people, maybe 100, I'm not sure. But somewhere around there. It's very, very, it's not too big. And they always have great baked goods and a nice sound system, good sound man. And it's a great gig. We love doing it. So that'll be there, and that poster there is up on my page as well, and I sent out mailings and stuff. I'm so professional. And then in November, on November 8th, I will be at Ann Mintz's house in the Mount Airy section of Philadelphia. There will be a new dog there, but Alex, the dog who sat up on the stage at our last show, is still there, so he may show up. There's a great picture of him later sitting in the audience in his own easy chair. That's always a lovely gig for me, too. That'll be just me solo. And there are Invisibles here, George Young of Winter Garden, Florida, and Mario Prue, who built this beautiful, wonderful sounding guitar. I know you guys were probably just listening saying, boy, that guitar sounds great. And Mario lives in Iroquois Falls, Ontario, way up there north of Toronto. And Judith Fox in Reston, Virginia, and Joel Biget in France. And those are the usual suspects in the Invisibles department. There is, as always, a link there for PayPal or Venmo if you'd like to give to the Charlie the Dog donation fund. There he is saying, "Give me some treats." That's his usual approach to life. And hey, Alan Kane is here. Alan Kane is an old friend who lives here in Bucks County. And Bunny Barnes is here. And there's another old friend, but not as old a friend as Alan. Alan I've known for 40 years probably, or 35 anyhow. So then there, the guitars. So as I mentioned, this is the Mario Prue RB-L00 SB. SB for Sunburst. RB is my initials, and L00 is the Gibson guitar that this is modeled very roughly after. And then on the last song, I will be using the Martin OM18 Authentic, which we'll just bring out here, just quickly. Beautiful guitar that I got from my buddy Dwight in a trade, in a straight up trade. And we'll use that one later. And then the schedule I am on right now, Steve Walker will be on tonight at 7 p.m. And no, John Bamer, you're not too late. In fact, you're early. You have to listen to an instrumental first. Steve Walker will be on tonight at 7 on his page. Thursday, Helen Avakian and David Irwin usually do a stream at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 o'clock Central, where they are in Madison, Wisconsin. On Friday, Slim Edelman will be doing his show, and he wants to emphasize the fact that he has changed the time of his show. He used to always do it at 3:30 Eastern Time. It's now at 3 o'clock Eastern Time, so he doesn't run the risk of running into Bunny Barnes's live stream, which will be at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. So, pardon me, Slim at 3 p.m., and the theme is time, which is, since he's concerned about you knowing what time it is, that makes sense. And I think that theme was suggested by our own Keith Shaw. And then Bunny at 4. And then on Saturday, Warren Bendler will be doing his stream at 3 p.m. On Sunday, I will be back at 10:30 for my usual, how do we say, request show. Okay? So I talked about my gigs. I think I said everything I need to say about that. And I'm going to play, for the instrumental today, I'm going to play one of my favorite Thelonious Monk tunes, Round Midnight. Round Midnight by Thelonious Monk. It looks like S.A. Tudhope put on some of the lyrics for this. Of course, Thelonious Monk did not write the lyrics. Somebody else did those, and I think there's actually a couple sets of lyrics that have been written around that song. But I'm happy with the instrumental version of it, anyhow. But for your reading pleasure, it's there. So Bernd Bookman is here from over there in Germany. It's nice to see you, Bernd. And on vacation on the North Sea Island 4. Cool. And Leonard Augenstein is here from Bavaria. It's a suddenly we have a German contingent. And that's Michelle Valeri, welcome aboard. Jeanette Hubner is here, my good friend. And John Boehmer. And John Boehmer is showing up because I'm going to do a song that John wrote, and I'm going to tell you about it in a second. First, I'm going to say hi to Rana and Aretta. I said hello to Kit. I said hello to Ellen. I think I said hi to most of you. So my friend John Boehmer wrote this next song, and John was raised in New Orleans, and the way he tells the story, I wish I could just interview him on here right now and have him tell you the story. But basically, when Hurricane Katrina hit and New Orleans was pretty much abandoned by the government and left to fend for itself, as it were, he was very affected by it emotionally, and he dealt with it, tried to process it for a long time, and finally he wrote this song. And of course, you know that the acronym for New Orleans is NOLA, New Orleans, Louisiana, and NOLA. And so the song really, to me, it works on both levels. It's a love song, and it's also a song about a city. And I don't know if this might be the first time I've ever performed a song here with the composer listening. So I did warn him that it might not meet his standards, but he's a generous character, I think, so he'll put up with me singing his song. If you're ever down in Dixieland, where Spanish moss hangs on the cypress trees, where the river meets the Gulf Shore sands, is a place that's very dear to me. You might run into someone I know, just a heart I lost along the way. If you see her, could you tell me so? Would you let me know if she's okay? There's a place called Chef Montour on the road from Pensacola, and someone I used to know, her name is Nola. I can't recall a single day when I did not know sweet Nola May. We grew up down on the avenue, and that was no place for a kid to play. With auburn hair and eyes of Creole brown, she had a smile that turned my world around. Even uptown, sometimes folks would say she was the black pearl of that river town. We grew out of our childhood games and into love as we grew older. I was 17 when I fell in love with Nola. The men from City Hall don't walk these streets. They like riding in their limousines, and they shoot down Gentilly Boulevard, past the refuge of the cynic's dream. But when he saw her there, his eye grew wide, and he could charm her with his power glide. All my warnings sound like jealous lies when he's fed her on his fine French wines. He laid the whole world at her feet when I had only arms to hold her. On that stormy night when I said goodbye to Nola. Now I've heard all kinds of stories that the years have turned her heart, and how the bitter winds of fortune have left her weather-worn and scarred. And they say she's moved to Texas with a man she loves to hate. But someone I know thought he saw her as she was passing through St. Roach's gate. But that's just people talking, 'cause I just can't imagine how someone so full of warmth and beauty could be that cold and distant now. And now they're telling me it's etched in stone, like it's something I just have to get over. God help me, I just can't let go of Nola. God help me, just can't let go. Nola May by John Boehmer, who's right here with us. And I hope you enjoyed that as much as I appreciate that song. And Janice Kerman Hannon is here, and I think I said hi to most everyone else. So I will do a mantra for you. Pretty close. Actually, you know what? Let's have a kind of samba mantra. Lori Payne, you are not invisible. But I didn't see you that you wrote anything earlier. I must have missed you. You did pretty well following Monk, John, and I'm glad you liked it, or at least that you're not going to hurt my feelings by saying otherwise. I'm going to keep playing it. It will develop more, but I've been wanting to play it, so here it is. Be happy and be healthy. Be brave and be calm. Be kind. It's a snap. If you get cranky, take a nap. Love you guys. Thank you for joining me yet again. I see Tom Dietz here. And I will see you on Sunday. Steve Walker tonight. David and Helen Avakian tomorrow night. Slim and Bunny on Friday and Warren on Saturday. Who could ask for anything more? Bye-bye, guys.